Fall is in full swing, which means flu season is officially here. And according to a new survey released by RxSaver, 55% of Americans believe it is challenging to find a cost-effective way to treat the flu. Well, here to help is New York City board-certified general internist and medical expert for RxSaver, Dr. Holly Phillips. Holly, welcome to the show. How are you today?
I'm great. Thank you so much for having me.
So yeah, flu is one of those times I've already got it on the to-do list to get the flu shot. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty of who needs to be concerned. Thank you.
Yeah, we all need to be concerned. About 8% of the population in the U.S. gets the flu every year, and sometimes we've seen it up to 11%. Our kids are even more likely to get the flu than us, in part because they go to school where germs spread like they're in a petri dish.
Okay, so here's the problem, though. You find out you have the flu. Now, this whole idea of the fact that it is, not the most cost-effective way to treat, what are some tips? People, of course, need to stick with their monthly budget, but then you're faced with this illness on top of it. What can people do?
Right. Well, if you do get the flu, there are medicines that can help. There are antiviral drugs, some of the names you might have heard, Tamiflu, Relenza, Xofluza. If you get to your doctor and you get those prescribed right at the very beginning of your symptoms, within the first 2 days of getting sick, those medicines can shorten both the severity and the length of the illness. And if you are prescribed medicine, though, don't forget to make sure you're getting the lowest prices you possibly can by using a tool like RxSaver. So RxSaver is both a website and an app, and it shows you the lowest retail prices at pharmacies in your neighborhood. All you do is put in your drug name, and then you choose from a list of the prices, and you can save up to 80% that way. And even if you have insurance, keep in mind that your copay may not be your cheapest option, so it makes sense to check out RxSaver then too.
Okay, so I'm glad that you're breaking down how to use an app, though, and I'm glad you're talking about the medicines, because again, you've got to hear too in the medical profession from patients that this can be difficult. People aren't alone, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It is hard to get your drugs covered, even if you do have insurance. So we need to use all the tools that we have at the tips of our fingers to make sure we're getting the best prices.
I'm glad you talked about this today. Thank you so much, Dr. Phillips, for joining us. We do appreciate your time and all of the information that you were able to share.
Great, and thank you so much for having me.